Request all of you to open your video so we can have a look at each other. I don't know whether I think the control is of the host.
I think my webcam is not working properly. I don't know what happened, but it's not getting connected with the call.
Okay, who are it is possible?
Not an issue, Dr. Sundaram. You can
This
start
is
the
me, doctor.
presentation.
This is me, Esra. So my webcam is not getting connected.
Okay.
Doctor, is it possible for you to start the presentation without the video?
Okay. I'll do that.
And meanwhile, you can try for that, and if it comes, then it will be well and good.
Okay, I'll do that. But I'd like to have a look at the participant whenever possible. Okay.
Yes.
I'll start with the screen presentation. Is it okay?
Yes, doctor, it's completely visible.
Okay. Uh, Hi, good afternoon, good evening, good night. I don't know whichever the part of the world we are. Welcome you for my presentation. And I'm Dr. Sundaram. I'm an engineer turned psychologist. I worked as one of the general manager of a public sector organization having 1 lakh employees. And there I started training and mentoring my students, and that is how my love for working with a married couple, psychology, and all started. So this last 2 decades I have been working on this, and this I would call that this is nothing but REMHS, a 5-step. It's a gardening model or a gardener model, which is trending very popular in India. How popular I will be able to share with you. So this is called mentoring of the married couples. I'm the leading #1 couples relationship mentor in India. And let me go to ahead. So any cracked married relationship problems between husband and wife can be traced back to the parenting blueprint. The way it is like any crack in a wall can be traced back to its foundation, like that. So let me tell you a case of a small story. This is a case of an IT couple. Most of my clients are from IT sectors, working couples, a lot of stress between 0 to 5 years. And this is the story of love. 100 days, 900 days love. That is 3 years they were together in love. Married for 3 days and got separated in the first 7 days. The case is very simple. Both loved each other, wait for each other, sacrificed for each other. They got married. After marriage, the girl started seeing a new side of her husband. They purchased an apartment and a very costly space in Chennai. And the first day when the milkman comes, the husband was scared and used to run away to the corner of the house. So she was finding a very strange behavior in the husband. And she was asking what happened. She told, no, I am uncomfortable with people coming at the doorstep. So whenever a doorman comes with an electricity bill man, or whether he is a milkman or a gas cylinder man, this guy keeps on running away. And after 1 day he told, no, we will go to some other apartment where there will be no disturbance. The girl told, any apartment disturbance will be there. Then once what happened after next day, what happened? The association group around them, 17 people came, and she had a talk with the lady, and the lady served a coffee as usual, socialization. And when they went out, her husband didn't come. He was somewhere in the corner of the apartment. The lady went to share that this is what association is planning to do, this is what they want. But to her shock, she found her husband crying. She inquired what happened. Husband told, no, I'm very much scared, and this, I told you, I don't want, you have allowed so many people there. And if something happens to you, you are the only lady and all are gents. She told, they are all our family members, this will not happen. No, I am going to stay in the apartment, I will go to some other apartment where a lot of peace is there. She told, whether you go to any apartment, the problem will be there. He told, no, within 1 month I know a friend, I will make a better apartment where no disturbance is there. And you do one thing, you go to your parents' place, I will go to parents' place. This separation went for about 3 months. And the senior started working on it. And when it became very acute, the daughter-in-law talked to the father-in-law over telephone and explained, this is what your son is doing, very strange behavior. He doesn't allow people to come to our apartment. And whenever some doorbell rings, he is very much scared. So she told the father-in-law told, this is a very simple problem. Your mother-in-law also suffering like this. I have been supporting her for last 30 years. Why didn't you do that? So the lady told, I want a husband, I don't want a baby. I cannot mentor him, I cannot mother him. Because my aims and my ambitions are different. You keep your son with you, and I don't mind getting separated. So this, what actually the story I am telling you is only to say that the cracked blueprint, the disturbed blueprint of this boy comes from her mother. Similarly, any disturbance between couples, any crack, you can find out the traces of parenting. But all problems can be emotional wounds, can be converted to emotional wound, one you can see. And the emotional wound, there are two reasons, there are two criteria. One is the wound creator is the work-life imbalance of most of working couples. And next is the couples are away from wound healers. Who are the wound healers? The parents. These are the two major reasons. One is creating it, that is the work-life imbalance. Now people are going to work from home, it has become still increased. And now there are no person to heal these wounds. Generally what happened in a traditional family, or if you get about a generation ago, parents were there doing that micromanagement, small help. So wounds of the couples is they are away from the family structure, no parental guidance, whom to talk, how much to trust. They do, therefore what they do is they hide within themselves. Now in a global family, somebody is born in the US working in India, somebody is born in India working in US, crossing borders. As a result, the wounds are silently buried until unless they get a trusted friend or a trusted guidance. This is the relationship index, a data which says that intact family, you can say 50% of people relationship index is intact, but the moment the parental guidance is not there, the biological parents are not there, the relationship index keeps on dipping below 50%. When mother is there, only single mother is there, is 49%. Other is going into 47 and below that. So wound creator, who is the wound creator? You can see that work from home, now it has started, COVID has taken another shape now. Blessing in disguise, lot of Zoom programs have come, but what has happened earlier, they thought the couples can do better when they come to home, but now found that when they go to office, at least they can better do, because here what has happened, everything is intermingled. So here are some key findings in a study, is a social, this one, 185 million hours of working. Personal relationship could be suffering, that's what they say. We are not as productive as we could be. That means when they are at home, they are not productive. When they are in office, they are more productive. And this is propelling a burnt out epidemic. You know what is a burnt out epidemic? Burnt out epidemic is nothing but a moving dead body. They are becoming a moving dead body. So impact of social media on married couples behavior. 46% of the couples who go on chatting, they cheat on streaming. 68% people, they go into social media not because they love the social media, only to do the partner surveillance, whether my partner is having an affair or not. 90% say jealousy has gone up, because the moment every time the partner opens the electronic gadget, jealousy has gone up. 60% of the couples do not share their password with each other. 56% of the time is spent on online. 30% ignore the spouse. On married couples, behavior has changed because of this impact. 5% an inappropriate post made by the spouse. 5% is inappropriate interaction with others. 2% is nothing but participating in face groups and improper relationship status on the profile. So now the social media is becoming another big threat. You can call it social media injuries. Generally, that such couples go for this type of thing, that they go for counseling or coaching or training program. Obviously, this one is forget the pain, to be happy, to be productive. There are two approaches for this drugless therapy. When they go to psychiatry, it is involved in most of them are moving toward drugless therapy. I would classify them into front end and back end therapy. This is the front end. What is that? Generally, they have, every couple is having their own gurus, Swamijis in any country. They believe in that. A lot of training programs, a lot of seminars, and sometimes the organization also sponsors. So and so Swamiji has come, so and so Guruji has come, and they go to the retreat. And because what actually happened, they think that knowing is equal to doing. That is the basic belief system of couples who are having disturbance, and they attend the training program because they believe that knowing is equal to doing. Teaching is a failure after some time. What is happening? Because once again, out of sight, out of mind. Practically, if you ask what actually couple need is not a knowing skill, they require a doing skill. They get unplugged, they get discharged. As long as they are plugged to the training program, they are charged. Out of training program, they are unplugged, discharged. The next thing is, a front end tool is coaching. Coaching is given in most of the countries, most of the corporates. The top management identify certain coaches and help them. It is like coaching is nothing but goal setting program. But I would see it like, why this is because the person is drowning. A drowning person, first he needs to be lifted from the depths of the ocean or the water. But here coaching is nothing but goal setting. A person who is drowning, who is disturbed, you are talking about a bright future. What will happen if you join this? How much you can join the team? What is the vision of the team? So these also like once again is nothing but your own unplugged discharge, out of sight, out of mind. As long as the coaching is going on, they are very happy, because I myself has been a corporate coach. The HR gives me the executives. When I go there, they are saying, "Sir, please excuse me, I have a meeting." Then I have to go once again. Second time I go, the boss says, "No, I have to withdraw him for 1 hour." I wait for them. There is a sort of half-hearted, half-lip sympathy support for the organization for coaching. And 50% of the time, even though they pay, but coaching skills they never learn because of their pressure. And afterwards, once again, they are back square with the same incompetency style. Once again, unplug them, they are discharged. Another tool is nothing but counseling. Counseling is nothing but bringing the person from the past to the present. A drowning person, you have to bring him to the surface. No doubt you give him a rope, bring him with all the counseling skills, listening and advising. But what happens, as long as he is in the clinic, as long as the counselor is very happy. But once again, out of sight, out of mind. Sometimes what happens, after counseling, the people who have gone back to the one and relapsing at a very bad phase. Here I have shown a person who was a mountaineer who has died. Because what happened, the rope is cut. Similarly, as long as the rope between counselor and counselee is there, it is connected. Once it is cut, we do not have various social reasons, they go twice fast to hold back the environment. Once again, unplug and they are out of circuit. So why this plugging and unplugging? 70% of the cases, there are very simple reason is teaching is nothing but knowing is not equal to doing. Most of the trainers, every speaker, if you see an ad in any city, they say, I am a speaker, I am a coach, I am a mentor, a counselor. They may not be even knowing the difference between coaching and counseling and mentoring. But every public speaker throughout the world claims, I know everything. And there is all the glittering website, and there is always there is a group of segments which are ready to be fooled without, they don't do the homework. They believe in the glitter of the presentation and they go ahead. Then afterward, After repeated 4 to 5 times, or somewhere there is a knock and shock in their heart, they think, okay, I've been doing in the wrong. By the time sometimes they are at a particular point, they come where nobody can help them out. Counseling, as I told you, is bringing the person from the past to the present. Coaching is taking the person from the present to the future. This 70% of cases, I would call them as motivational plugs. As long as they are plugged and motivated to the coach or mentor, their coach or counselor, they are there. Once they are unplugged, they are gone. I would call them the hunting model, because the motive is to kill the rat. As long as the motivation is present, this is their coaching and counseling or hunting model. What is hunt? Shoot, eat. They look for quick results. Though I was little pained, I was also a part of this for about 5 to 6 years. I was also doing counseling, I was also doing coaching. But somewhere I was a little unhappy with myself, because the results are not as effective as it should be. So I did my research for 10 years, attending different programs, sometimes on behalf of company, sometimes I was doing it on my own. And then what actually happened is, suddenly I came across one program of Dr. Gottman Institute. Then I thought inspiration is a magnetization, because the spark should not, the plugging should not come from outside. Plug should come from inside the heart of the person. That's called inspiration. If it comes from inside, it's called inspiration. If it comes from outside, it's called motivation. So George Gottman, if you go to Gottman Institute, he's a great person, one of the greatest, I would say, the psychologists of the century on the planet. He is having a island of support, an island where, separate island for the last 20 years he is doing. He is having couples, rooms are there, where a lot of research is being done, a lot of electronic gadgets are being attached for every move, every route, and a lot of video materials are made, done a big research institute. From practical science, he has identified some 500 words which creates problem. If you apply the 500 words and few words of the vocabulary, your rate of divorce will go up, or if you remove that words, the rate of divorce will come down. All the support system he did. That made me at an enlightenment, yes, I can help them. More or less, I was following his books for about 5 to 6 years, and slowly I started evolving my own style. I call this mentoring is nothing but a gardening style. That is, take the seed, sprout it, bring it up, then afterwards you see it becomes a plant, and change the nursery, hand it over to the person. That is how I call the mentoring style. It is not an instant, but it is a sort of a mother taking care of the child and nurturing the child at every step. This is the difference. I have written that coaching is a front end tool, counseling is a back end tool. You can see the difference between here, coaching, counseling and mentoring. One is a hack, another is the transaction, the transformation. In coaching and counseling, see, the driver is the client, because he is the person who takes the initiative. He has got the option of coming or not coming, doing the homework or not. Therefore, the counselors or coaches are at the mercy of this. I told you my own example. When I went for a coaching executive, a senior executive, 3 times I had to travel. Even though they paid me, but what was the person who was telling management or supporting? He'd bunk the class. He told us that meeting in this meeting. That means the drivers are there. But whereas in this, I felt that, yeah, both should be the drivers, and not one person is the driver. It is like books. One side is books, another is training program, third is workshop. What is a workshop? Workshop, the work is done and there is an output. I would call them a gardening style. And this gardening style, if you take it into the details, got the own larva, pupa and the butterfly, egg, larva, pupa and butterfly. The whole process is under control, and the whole process is explored by both the couple and the mentor. So how a couple find a solution? A couple will find a solution. Number one is adopting the spouse best practice skills. Old skills are not going to work, because they are blindly taken from their parents, which will not work for the Android generation. The father or the parent belong to a radio generation or TV generation. Their values are different, and the value of the Android generation is different. So it has the best, why I would call the best practice style is some working proven style, some proven skill. Similarly, adopting the best parents. I request all my clients to identify, because the total core issue is the parents are missing. So I tell people that you identify a mentor, a father or uncle, aunt, chachaji in your surroundings, so that there is an emotional ventilation, time to time emotional ventilation, they become your mentors. If you do not have a senior support, you will not be able to vent out. Directly you go to a particular problem where you go to a point of no help. Then editing the parenting blueprint. What is editing the parenting blueprint? I told you repeatedly, every couple is carrying the blueprint behavior of the mother or the father. Okay. My mother used to roll the eyes. When she was rolling the eyes, it's a message for me to go to the room, that they are senior, they want to talk. So I used to go. That is unconsciously I learned from my mother. But the same thing I do for my two daughters. My elderly daughter, she does it. When I roll the eyes, she goes out of the room. But my younger daughter, she doesn't go. She raised the eyebrow. Then I had to find out a different method, different behavior. Then I had to communicate to a different behavior to get my outcome. So you have to keep on editing the old parenting blueprint without complaining it. And most of the time what actually happens among the particularly employees and the young mothers, I know everything because my mother is a very good mother, my aunt is a very good mother, therefore I will do the same style. But from I know everything, you have to move to experts know everything, because nowadays a lot of experts have come up in different fields. Earlier generation, what happened? The teachers were considered as God, because there were very few schools and the school teachers had a relationship with the parents. But nowadays, a lot of schools are sprung, a lot of competition is there, a lot of knowledge is there. No more mothers or the parent. Google is the parent. So now we have to change the model. If you are not updating, the parents are not updating, automatically you are getting outdated. You know the story of many Android kids. They know more about the world rather than the parents. It may be looking the same innocent face from morning and evening, but mother do not know how much the kid has learned from her friends. It is said that 1 MBBS syllabus of information is going on in a kid's mind, because he is exposed to a lot of medias. Okay. So this is what actually is the model which I am working is. First I ask my husband wife couple when they come to me. I ask them whether what I do expect from me. If you send a couple to me, I talk to the husband separately, wife separately, and then I ask them what do you expect. I don't charge them except for NRA clients. I don't charge them. It's a free of cost, because my intention is to educate my client before taking a decision. Because there are many counselors who go for advice immediately, ask them to come to the clinic. I don't ask them to come to clinic. I talk to them on telephone and I educate them. I tell them, you give me what do you expect from me. If they don't give email, I don't follow up with them. That means they are not my clients. I have to ensure the input is correct. They are hungry, they are having pain. If a person is having a pain in the tooth, he will not be attending the webinar, he will be running behind the doctor. That is what I want to see, the pain in the client. So I take only those clients who give email to me. That is where the relationship, what do you expect from me? So both the couples have to give me the relationship map. This is what I am expecting, sir. Next thing, jointly ask them to identify what are the top 10 emotional pain of your past. So they write down, that means these are the emotional pain has to be removed. So identify, and these are the pains to be removed, these are the pains cannot be removed. Then I talk about the mindset, because the mindset is, I told you, the Android mindset is different, the TV generation mindset is different, radio generation. I tell the importance of mindset before the skill set. If you just give him a good skill, he may use it, misuse it. So we have to talk about mindset before this one. And second is habit formation, because mind programming can be easy, but muscle programming is difficult. What is muscle programming? Muscle programming is habit. So habit formation, I talk to my couples, they have to be for 21 days with me. Early in the morning, 5 o'clock, they have to get up and they have to do the physical exercise, mental exercise, emotional exercise and spiritual exercise, because the need of the body is not one. The need of the body is 4. Body, there is a head, body is meant for survival, mind is meant for learning, Heart is meant for loving, and spirituality is nothing but a bigger force which is guiding you. Sometimes what your system cannot be solved should be handed over to Google. So sometimes you have to accept nature. This every day for 21 days I work on the habits. I call them the 5 AM club, copied from Robin Sharma style. Why I call this eclectic approach is because I have copied something from management, something from psychology, something from neuro-linguistic programming, and the support correction. What I do is every day the client has to come with we meet diary. We meeting is the one meeting which I say husband and wife have sit together, and once in a week they have to spend 1 hour identifying their problem, understanding why can be done, why they cannot be done. 80% of the cases is because of communication problems, you all know. So if there is no meeting diary, we meeting diary is not there, my assistant does not allow for the meeting, we ask them to go back and get the diary. Very simple. What cannot be measured cannot be improved. So we enter into a contract with this couples, 3 months, 6 months, and 1 year. And first is habit correction, and slowly we move into the mindset, and we remove the painful past, and we support them with some other membership program where they start helping others. This is actually the 5-step model. This is Practo.com Chennai. It is a Practo.com is a website of all doctors. If you go to Chennai, there if you put psychologist, you can see Dr. Sundaram profile. You can see the arrow is going and ending. You can see 100 stories. These are the clients' feedback who undergone treatment or mentoring through me, and they given the feedback. You can see this. These are the couples where I treated. The red sari, the blue sari is my wife. She is also a partner in this treatment. These are the couples were treated. And there are about 700 YouTube videos. I am in this field for the last 20 years. You can go through that. And in summary, I see as long as you make mentoring as the base, gardening as the base, you can align counseling, coaching, any other training in whatever the way you want. That is, you have to become a mother for this child, so that you diagnose yourself. You know when the flower is infected or the soil is spoiled. The gardener knows. The gardener takes precautions before the rain comes, before the water is flooded. That is the reason a mentor is like a mother. The mother takes care of the kid, nurtures them. That is the period of nurturing. The nurturing period of 3 months and 6 months. But only counseling and coaching or anything else, a standalone training, will be plugged and unplugged. But here I have seen many of the families have become my friends. I'll share only one case, last case before I close it. Why I came into this moment? I came into the moment because I attempted suicide with my mother. Many times my mother had a very weak self-esteem, and she used to tell, your father is creating a lot of torture for me, we will go to God. When I was 7 years old, I thought, okay, go to God is going to park. One day she took me in the night and she just put me in the well of a temple. Then I thought, what is it? You told me you'll take me to God and you are putting me here. No, this is a shortcut to God. 7 years, I did not know what at that time. Then she pressed my nostril, she pressed her nostril, and I started flapping, rapping. A lot of people came, shaped up, and the pujari, that pujari has changed my life. He asked me, the name which your bad name your mother is going to have, will it increase or decrease? I told you increase. Do you want that? I told I don't want that. Then you have to take care of your mother, you have to take care of your father. You have to educate them, pray, fall on their feet, whatever you want to do, you do, but don't allow them to commit suicide. Then I told her, okay, because some elderly person is doing. And similarly, one more thing, what actually happened is, one of my couples, I told her I was in Bell. There a couple, they came to me, both were my students, they got married. And the girl has been telling me, sir, आपके student को आप बोलते नहीं क्या? Why don't you tell your students? He's behaving, he's having extramarital affairs at the site. I told I cannot talk like this unless I have an evidence, or you come with your husband and give a complaint. Then I will talk in front of them. She came with a nursing baby in the hand, crying, bought the boy, and she told us. Then asked me, what is this why your wife is telling like this? He told, so what is wrong in it? Let she also enjoy. If she wants, I will supply a partner for her. And this typical sensitive South Indian lady cannot resist. Immediately she says, how badly he is talking. See, he wants to supply partner for me. How can a dairy think like this? She threw the baby on my table. She pulled the collar of the husband, and he had an injury, his head was broken, and she ran away crying. So 3 days, 4 days, I was trying to contact this boy. This boy is telling, I don't know where is my wife. I don't nothing doing. It's a moral responsibility. You have to find it out where it is. Otherwise, I'm going to stop your salary. This fellow found out. What the girl did is, he took the baby, went to her cousin sister's house. She has purchased rat poison. She wanted to hand over the baby to her elder sister and consume the rat poison. But luckily, what happened? Elder sister was not there. A lot of relatives were, some function was there. She handed over the baby on all the 20th story. There's a water tank. She was every day crying in the evening, night heavily. She was crying, waiting for the sister. The fourth day, this guy went. I told him, according to NLP, couples can be classified into creative, then logical and sensitive. The lady is sensitive personality. This guy is a creative personality. Creative personality, they do a lot of bluffing. They do not intention of what they tell. I told you are a creative personality. She is a sensitive personality. Go and tell her and come back. He went and fallen on the feet of the wife, and he told doctor told like this. And she came back. I will not repeat all those things. And next day she called me and told, thank you very much, doctor. Had I come half an hour late, I would have consumed rat poison. So unconsciously, I felt here is where I am. I am helping the couple. They have become my family friends. So many of my clients still ask me, they come to my clinic, how is that you are having patients for 1 hour and 2 hours? I would always say 1 hour, 2 hours. At this age, I am 64. The whole reason is the promise I made to my mother. I told her, I will see you, don't cry. You have cried so much. I don't want any other girl to cry, any other mother to cry, any other future mother to cry. My mission is to help 1 million young couples on this world. And this is maybe at that time it is a God-made syllabus for me. I am here because of that inspiration. Yes, every young daughter, young guy, a couple is my would be mother, would be father. I am not saving these people. I am saying or image of my mother and father. That is the satisfaction I have. And our mission is to help this process reach 1 million couple, and also I have to multiply 5,000 trainers like me. And that is the reason I am just going for a lot of visibility, any conference, any training program. And this is what I wanted to share here. And this is the that model of mentoring. Like from seed, it has to become a sprout, then the garden. So thank you very much for listening to me. Thanks a lot. I don't know whether I shot up my time.
So thank you, Dr. Sundaram, for the presentation. I must say it's a very important presentation, and we must, follow and learn from his expertise, from Dr. Sundaram's expertise.
Thank you.
Just practice the same in our lifestyle as well.
Can I have any questions or any interaction? Can I have from participants? Yeah.
So any question from anyone they can ask here. Dr. Sundaram is here to just answer you.
How many of you agree with me? Agree, disagree? No problem, because now we are crossing borders. Maybe some cultures may have some different opinion. I am interested from that angle.
May I go? I have a few discussions to make.
Yeah, please proceed. Please proceed.
Sir, I basically belong from Pakistan, and in our culture and in your culture is basically similar.
Yeah.
As you know, but when it comes to parenting and when you come to Desi life, we know that parents have immense importance in our lives, and majority of the time it is seem like that parents are being, being rejected and just like have no importance like that when children are grown and all
Yeah.
like that. So my all as well as that my previous researches that I have done, my thesis was on parenting, and my domain is basically adolescents and children. So my research always go around them.
Okay.
So my question is basically is that do you really believe that in our culture, not our Western culture, but in our culture, where parents have immense importance, do you really believe that this kind of research is supposed to be motivating other people to, bringing their parenthood in general, in reality, or what? What do you expect from this research? The benefits of this research?
See, mine is not a research work. Money is a practical work. Money is a practical work. Okay. Here I told you the basic premises. What it cannot be measured cannot be improved.
Okay.
See, and here the couple every time, every day they go with this input. They do the homework. They come back with their own measurement apparatus. That is the book. Okay, and testimonials. Yes, yesterday I did this. This has worked. I talked to my mother. Yes, this is the problem of my mother. Now I am trying to improve. Okay, because this is not what you care. There is a technical machine to improve. This is I told you now in mentoring. Both are the drivers. In counseling, only doctor is the driver, or sometimes the counselor is the driver. When he doesn't want, counseling doesn't take place. But here what happened, that instrument, I can say instrument is the driver. And instrument is a joint agreement. I told you now, no counseling, no mentoring when you don't come, when you don't do your homework.
Yeah, I believe that willingness is a major aspect when you go to the counseling sessions.
Yeah, they are not only willingness, I know the pain. The pain they have, they want to, because most of the clients are from IT sectors. Husband and wife working for 10 hours, 12 hours, they don't have time to talk to each other. And what actually happens is when they talk to each other, there is a misunderstanding because both are stressed. Okay, so that is the reason further problem is there. That, and these are the people who are exposed to the science of mental health. They know psychology, they know psychiatry, they know why I should not go to psychiatry. They have seen their own colleagues suffer in psychiatric cases. They look for non-psychiatric help. They themselves come. It is not that I select them. They come to my plan. And I told you how to filter. If you don't give me an email, I will not take them back. It is the input is correct, output has to be correct. Then I would say mine is a 100% result oriented method which I want, because I have included quantum psychology, I have included NLP. NLP I pioneered in India, neuro linguistic programming. I pioneered in India. Okay, so that is the reason where I feel that this should be taught to many of the individuals. Because corporations, see, I would say the MBA, what is the mother university is wrong. Why? My mother had a so self-esteem, she took me to suicide. So number one reason is the mother. Second is the bosses who play the games for their own promotions. And third is A. Who is A? The academics, the schools, you know what they are doing. No way school is having psychologists or they do a career guidance. 80% of the people who come to me is because of missed career guidance. They have chosen career accidentally. There is nobody to guide them. Then now they are suffering. I say the mother university, the boss university, and the academic university are the culprits, or the people who are creating problem for us. Okay, we can talk about that later, but that is what my conclusion says. Until unless a very radical shift of thinking comes, we will not be able to change them.
Thank you so much for your input. It's
Okay.
helpful.
Thank you. Can I have a look at the participants, because I would like to have a look. I don't know, at least one or two. Because it's like for me, it is like I was sitting in a classroom.
So all participants, can you just
at least hi तो बोलेंगे ना.
yeah,
You can stop your sharing so we can just.
I think my video is the host has muted it. Huh?
Your screen is.
Can you stop sharing? Stop sharing.
Yeah.
Can you stop sharing? Yeah. When you stop sharing, I think then I think my video will come out.
Yes.
Asra, your video is working? Your camera is working?
I don't know. I can't tell that because it's just giving
Okay.
me some kind of.
Okay. The host, at least can I have the darshan of the host? Raman and Oliva, Robert, Samantha, Talent.
yes, Dr. Sudham, I'm trying as well. So
Yeah.
hopefully I can just make it to
Hmm.
my
I
place
think
and
the
I'll just
system is basically down, so the video is not connecting.
It's okay. But,
So once again, thank you, Dr. Sundaram, for
Thank
your
you.
presentation.
Thank you.
It's a very important presentation.
Thank you.
We are very much honored to have you in this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and I'm very much happy that you're doing bringing people like us into visibility. Otherwise, I would not be knowing what is going on, the work which my other counterparts are doing in different parts of the world. I really thank the organizers for taking initiative. Thanks a lot, madam. I look forward for other participants. Okay, thank you.